waiting for this pizza. About to watch this game. That's pretty much where I'm at. I'm starving. I ain't ate all day though. That's the crazy part about it. I'm ready to eat, man. Ready to eat. As if Thanksgiving wasn't enough. To be honest, I've enjoyed my whole week off. I don't want to go back to work tonight. Hey, Tina. I'm just waiting for this pizza and then my game. I ain't got nothing going on right now. I'm just chilling. I decided to hit the live button one time. Nothing much. Nothing too spectacular going on at all. What's up, Sassy? Hopefully they get my order right. One thing I can't stand is when you give somebody specific directions on how to make and prepare your food, they repeat it back to you, you pay for it, and then it still come back wrong. That pisses me off. I don't be hella mad, but you know, hey Britt. But yeah, I hate when people get your food wrong after they done jotted it down and everything. Because then you get the anticipation of wanting it. And then you get the disappointment of it not coming out right. Oh, man. I just need my Warriors to win. I keep forgetting I'm on Cali side, so I know, like, for y'all, it's like damn near almost 10 o'clock. Over here, it's only 6, but it's already dark as hell. That's the winter for you. They should get it right. I would hope so. I'm hungry, so I don't want to wait for them to have to do it over again. Oh, it's 8 out there? Oh, so you in the middle. You somewhere in the middle. You ain't all the way on the East Coast. You like Midwest area. I don't want to go to work. I'm gonna be honest. I want to be no good, good for nothing, lazy person for like another 7 days. I don't know. I work all the time, so that I could use a little lazy. I'll probably go insane though. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I only take vacations at like 1 week at a time, cause too much time off and I just be like, all right, I'd enjoy my vacation. Now I'm like, I'm ready to go do something productive. What I need to do, I need to go start a business. That's what I need to do. I make good money at my job, but having your own business is just like, it don't get no better than that. Where you gonna take a vacation at? If you could go anywhere for your vacation, where would it be? I think I want to go to the Philippines. I do. That's where I would go. My next vacation, I would like to go to Manila. Jamaica? I've been to Jamaica before. Right now, ain't Jamaica going through it? Didn't they have like a Category 5 or something like that that tore up the whole island and they trying to like get everything back? It ain't nothing like Cali. It ain't nothing like Cali. It's expensive as shit, but it's nothing like Cali. I love this state, but it's expensive. Yeah, Jamaica going through it right now. They need all the tourism they can get right now. But if you really think about it, a lot of these countries are just mismanaging their money. It's a lot of corruption. So when you got a lot of corruption, the money ain't going where it's supposed to. You never been to Cali? Oh man. Oh man. You gotta come visit. Cali definitely got some places to be. Some sights to see and some people to get to know. Whatever you heard, believe only half of what you heard. Cali's a good place to visit. A pretty private island somewhere. What is your definition of a pretty private island? Like, is it like the landscape? Is it like having like some functionality as far as like population out there? Like, what will be your idea of a pretty island? Because I know you ain't talking about blue oceans and black sands. Yeah, just having some time away in a different state is sometimes the best thing. When we came back from Arizona, for some reason, for like maybe 2 or 3 hours, when I first came back, I felt terrible. I don't know, maybe it was the different in climates or whatnot, but it was just, I felt bad. Going from Arizona back to California, it was just, it felt different, like the air and everything. But I was glad I got to see my family. I had family I ain't seen in years. But the best part of it was that my kids, that's 8 and 6, they've never met some of those family members, and they was juiced, and they spoiled the hell out of them kids, and they had a ball. So that's really what matters to me. Somewhere beautiful where we can be alone, enjoy vacation in a beautiful place. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with spending some time in a beautiful spot, secluded, with nothing but idle time to do whatever. But you gotta have a vibe with somebody for that though. If you ain't got no vibe with somebody, you're gonna be in a real miserable place. I can't stand when somebody, like, you supposed to go somewhere to enjoy yourself, and all they do is spend all of their time trying to find reasons to be upset about something. It's like, dude, we here to enjoy ourselves. Why are you so mad? Look for the positives. What's up, the goddess? How you doing? How you doing? I'm glad you came in. I be trying to get people on my chat. I be having, like, I think the most I ever had in the chat at once was like 19 people, and that lasted about 5 minutes. When I first got on live, I was on live talking to myself for about 5 minutes, and I had like 1 or 2 people join in. I stopped getting on live for like 3 months after that. I got humbled. I was like, oh yeah, it's about to be cracking. It's like, nah, bro, it's not. It's not. You ain't got no subs. Don't nobody know you. Like, this ain't Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. Ain't nobody. You ain't got no followers. Cantankerous. See, here you go with them words. Here you go with them words. Luckily, I know what that word means, but I'm saying, here you go with them words. They show it's taking a while for this pizza. I guarantee they gonna mess my order up. Nah, she was cool. Nah, she was on point. She even walked to the back to make sure that the cook knew exactly what to do. So I think she gonna be on it. What everybody else getting into though? I know it's a Monday, but I don't know. I got work in about 8 hours. Damn, why you staring at me like that? You looking at me like you wanted to eat me up, girl. Don't be looking at me like that. Your man in the car too? Ooh, you better stop. He gonna cuss you out and work you over in that car. You like, don't do that. Get yourself in trouble. Ladies gotta stop doing that. Y'all gotta stop being with y'all dudes and looking at other dudes like they're a snack. Y'all be making y'all men feel uncomfortable and insecure. I just got off work, working on paperwork. You get off work just to keep on working. I've been laying low in these YouTube streets. Yeah, I'll jump in people's lives and I'll be in the bushes. I'll say something, a couple of little things, but I'll stay in the bushes and just support. That's what I really do, to be honest. Unless I got something real important to say or pertinent to whatever the conversation is, I just be in the bushes, saying my little tools and fuse. Other than that, I keep it to myself. I don't say too much unless necessary. They was getting on my head because when I was on live in Arizona, I wasn't paying attention to the chat, but I was in the middle, you know, you with the family and I'm playing my game, I'm talking my shit, like, so I wasn't really looking at the chat. Now I was like, I'll try to get on live. But I couldn't concentrate because they was getting on me. So, you know, my OGs, like my aunties and stuff, and my uncles and stuff, they was on me. Because I talk way too much. I'm good though. When it comes to spades and dominoes and all that, I'm good. So I talk that shit. So are you working all night? No, I'm only working from 1 to 8. They wanted me to come in at like 10 to help out with the following shift or whatnot, but I'm not doing all that. I ain't doing all that. I want my rest. Besides, this is the season where it get crazy, so I'm not finna add in no extra hours. I'll do that on my shift. You keep your eyes on the prize. Okay, I feel you. I feel you on that. Cause some people really don't like that. Some people is okay with you admiring somebody, or you know what I'm saying, you might be like, "Ooh, babe, she look good," or whatever the case is. But some people don't like that at all. They feel like that's like a slap in the face or disrespectful, or you challenging their manhood or their womanhood or whatever the case is. So I was like, I tend to, it's case by case. It depends on the person. But I try to avoid them situations because I don't like arguing. So I don't want to aggravate an argument or start up an argument because of my actions when it could have been avoided. So just respect your girl, respect your man, and leave it at that. Other than that, I'll be trying to be cool because it takes too much energy to argue. I don't want to argue. I'm gonna be honest. It takes way too much energy to argue. I'd rather them saying use that energy in other manners. Like, let me sitting there mad all the time. Yeah, the holiday season for us get crazy because, like, I'm at UPS, so especially with a lot of air shipments, it's just bad. And then people not coming to work, and they know they need everybody there, so people be getting away with it. I'm like, bro, this is the time where you should be getting the money. This is the time where you should be living in this building, living on this airport, getting every dollar you can, because they handing it out, they giving it away, they begging for y'all to take it. Because I be trying to tell them, like, y'all be complaining about y'all checks. But then again, when they offering the money, y'all calling in. But then y'all complain about not making enough money. Y'all tripping. Y'all hustling backwards. I know when I was in a position, who was that, Liz? Hey, what's up, Liz? When I was in that position, like when I first came to UPS and I was an hourly, man, I was getting every shift. I was getting every hour I could. I like money though, so. And if I'm an able-bodied man, I'm gonna work every hour I can. So I don't know. But then when you become a supervisor, it'd be different. Because you don't gotta work them hours to get paid. You still get paid your salary whether you work 1 hour or a full shift. So it is what it is. But I have gotten 3 people jobs in the last, I want to say in the last 30 days off the street. And 2 of them was homeless. And I just told them, I was like, I'm saying, get your ID and we'll figure out the rest. And they still there, like, so that's good. I like to help out, man. Because for the grace of God, that could be me. For real, like that could be me. Like, you know that phrase, everybody is like maybe 1 or 2 paychecks away from being homeless. That's some real shit. Like, we are all like 1 or 2 paychecks. I ain't gonna say everybody. I wouldn't be 1 or 2 paychecks. Y'all get what I'm saying though. I think, you know what? If I wasn't to get paid for, I think it would take almost 3 months for me to be homeless. If I didn't get no paycheck at all, it would take about 3 months for me to be like, damn, I'm about to lose my place. I try to keep like a 60-day cushion of emergency funds just in case, because you never know what can happen. Cause I didn't been on that cliff of can't pay your rent is due in 2 days. Even when you get paid, it still ain't gonna be enough. Like, I done been there, and I will never want to go there again. I don't ever want to be in no type of struggling situation. No worrying about the lights. I ain't never had my lights or my gas or nothing like that turned off, but I ain't never had no car repossessed, but I done came close. I done came close as hell, and I was in there stressing. Woo. But I went ahead and made a way though, so I ain't know. There's always a way. When people be talking about ain't no money out there, ain't no jobs out there, man, I went to them them jobs that pay every day. You go in there, you walk in the morning and you work, and then you get paid at the end of the day. Man, when I ain't had no money, I was in there every morning. That feel like so long ago, but I still remember that, so I don't take that for granted at all. I like money, I like spending money, but I also like saving it and earning it, so. Because earning your money is way different. Like, it's a different vibe. Grew up in the struggle. I didn't grow up in the struggle. I didn't have everything, but I didn't want for nothing, if that makes any sense. But then, like, I used to, like, think about, like, stuff my dad would do. Like, he had a good job and everything like that, but he was taking care of me. He was taking care of my 5 sisters. He was taking care of his sister. He was taking care of his granny, like, not his granny, my granny. Like, he was taking care of everybody. So I know I was stretching them thin when it came to football practice and basketball practice and new Jordans and trying to get this video game and that system and all this type of stuff and a brand new bike and breaking stuff. And I look back on that and I be feeling so bad, because I be like, damn, he used to make it happen. But I was like, I got good grades and I stayed out of trouble, but I was like, I was spoiled, so I didn't make it that easy on him. And then even when I had a job at what, 15, I tried to pay a bill. He was like, no, keep your money. He would never let me pay a bill. He just say, I just want you to earn money. I want you to know the satisfaction of earning money, of saving $1, of making your own, but you ain't got to pay a bill in here. And I was just like, damn. I used to feel bad, but I respected how he went about it. But I think that was more of that male, masculine, macho, I don't need no help, I'm going to do it on my own. I think that's where I get it from. Yeah, he was doing a lot. He was taking care of everybody. He was taking care of everyone. And what's crazy was he had, because I have an older brother, and from a different marriage from my dad, and they never got a divorce. When he died, and you know, the pension and all that stuff came out, it was like maybe $145,000. The other wife that never got a divorce from him, she said, I'm not gonna take no money from them kids. They can have all that $145,000. And I was like, and she called me and let me know. She was like, I'm not gonna touch that money. That's for y'all. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna be honest, like, because most people would have been like, oh, 145,000, that belongs to me. I'm the wife, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But she was like, they didn't end on bad terms. They just kind of like, you know, it was an amicable breakup, but they just didn't get a divorce. But she didn't take the money though. She literally handed out that 145 to me and my 5 sisters and my little brother, my older brother. And I was I was, man, I couldn't do nothing but respect it, because she could have been like, hey, I want half of that. And she would have been rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? That would have been hers. Like, but she didn't do that. She was definitely solid for that, though. I still keep in touch with her till this day. Not just because of that, but I didn't really know her before that. But when she did that, it was like we kind of stayed in touch, and I still talk to their family and all that. And but yeah, she was cool though. I was even though his life insurance covered everything, the pension was just like a plus. That was like a pot of gold. But that was cool though. That was cool though. I liked her for that, because she didn't have to do that. She could have said, fuck them kids, they ain't mine. Because I know a lot of ex-wives and ex-husbands would have been like, no, I need half of that. They would have for sure been like, yeah, I need half of that. Yeah. I'm contesting that. That's me. We ain't divorced. But like, damn. I don't think I would have been mad at her. If you technically still married, it's kind of owed to you. So I wouldn't have been too mad. Yeah, I'm about to go check the pizza. I'm looking at the thing right now. Hella people just walked in there. Hold on. I'll be right back. What? Y'all still in here? I thought y'all would have left, because I was in there for like almost 10 minutes. Oh, and they got my food right. They got everything right. They got my 3-meat treat. They got my butter parmesan across the top, and they got my light sauce. So I'm in a good mood right now because they got everything right. Everything. 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 I ain't gonna lie though, I'm surprised y'all even still in here. I thought y'all would have been like, all right, he gone. It's time for us to bounce. Oh, y'all ain't gonna worry about me. Y'all talking to each other. My daughter would have killed me if I'd have got this wrong. Daddy, you didn't get this stuff crust. And I'd be like, baby, you didn't pay for it. Yeah, they got it right. They got it right. She was, she actually made sure when I walked back in, she gave me that look, was like, you're good, you're good. Yeah, when somebody, I ain't gonna lie, 90% of the time, I won't go back. I just gotta take that L. If you mess up my food, and I didn't made it all the way to the house, and I didn't check it, that's my bad. So, I just took that L. I'm not going back. I'm not driving all the way back. I just, yeah. It's certain L's I'm willing to take, and I'm not finna drive all the way back just because I didn't check my food before I pulled off. So that's why I kind of make sure that I check my food, because otherwise it's just, you can't blame nobody but yourself. That one I know for sure. Why would you walk across the thing all smooth on this dark ass street? Like, I'll be thinking that some people be like, they want to get hit. This street has no lights on it. And how you can tell it has no lights on it, you can't even see me in the camera right now. That's how dark this street is. And you're gonna walk your ass across the street wearing all black. Hella like lackadaisical and all that. Like you just can't, like you just made out of metal or something. Like you got a bumper on you. Bro, this 3-ton vehicle will take you off the senses quick. But act like you know. I mean, I got good headlights and everything like that, but I wouldn't be playing with my life on no dark street. I ain't gonna lie though, I'm about 2 seconds from calling in. I ain't gonna call in, I'm just talking shit. I always say I'm gonna call in, I never do. It take a lot for me to call in for work. Like something gotta really be happening, or I really gotta be physically out of it. I'm not one of those that I don't feel like it, so I'm just gonna call in. I've never been that type. I'll just talk shit on the way to work. But I like my job though, so I guess that's a good thing. A lot of people don't like their jobs. I like doing what I do, so you gotta find your angle. Sometimes you ain't got no choice but to do the job. The bills ain't gonna wait for nobody. They ain't gonna wait for you to like something. So you gotta work that shift where you, whether you like it or not. The bills don't give a damn about how you feel. You just got your high beams all on. Okay, I see how you living. I see how you living. You don't give 2 shits. You just said, I'm gonna turn these high beams on. I'm gonna blind everybody on the street. But when I do call in, even if I got a reason though, they be acting like the world came to the end, because basically what my position does is I cover 3 supervisors' positions. Like my job title covers what they would need 3 supervisors to do. So I guess I made myself valuable. And I would say irreplaceable, but hell, ain't nobody, no matter how good you are, ain't nobody irreplaceable. The moment they lose you or you die or pass away, they'll be hiring somebody else 5 minutes later. Somebody might say, oh man, that's all bad. Rodney died. All right, hey Charles, get somebody else. This one, you so morbid. You be talking about death like it on me. I said, I've dealt with a lot of death, so I can't sit here and be all upset. If I be all upset all the time, that ain't gonna help me. All it's gonna make me is put me in a bad mental space. I don't need that. I got kids to feed. No bad mental spaces. Yeah, I try to have a good work ethic. I try to set an example, because if you don't, especially as a black man, oh man, no. You know, we gotta represent ourselves a little bit different. We can't be half-assing in this shit, because then that feeds certain stereotypes that I don't need to be feeding nobody. Black men are not lazy. Black men are not dumb. We are very educated. We are hardworking. We are family-oriented. Don't let the news and all the narratives fool you. While I'm trying to be motivational shit, I almost dropped this pizza. I real life almost dropped this shit. Where my keys at? That's what happens when you're trying to do too many things at once. But yeah, I meant what I said though. Black men are hardworking, educated, and family-oriented. We are faithful. The clowns cheat, but we don't. It's a few clowns in the circle that, you know what I'm saying, make us look bad, but not that many. Most of that shit just be narratives. And sometimes we feed into them narratives, so that's the part that sucks. So when I see a fellow brother feed into that narrative, I kind of like, come on, man, we better than that. They always arguing down there. Like, get you some act right. Katie, they only got butter on the pizza today. Come on. Janae, why you making rice? All right. Katie and Kaylin, is y'all coming or not?
Yes, I'm coming. Dad, I just got lava tum-tum.
You got what?
Lava tum-tum some more.
Oh my God, you got lava tum-tum some more? That's amazing. That's amazing.
I know what you're doing.
I love you, son. All right, I'm out.
I'm not ready.